Hello everybody, this is Chrysantheme and welcome back to Might and Magic 6. Now in between episodes I did some buffing up. I bought a lot of spells, which means my money pouch is now empty, but hey! My paladin can now raise dead, he can resurrect, he can also cast Power Cure now, and my archer now has the ability to cast Fireball, Fire Blast, Meteor Shower and Incinerate. Now granted, she is not yet a master in fire magic, but you know, she will be very useful. And I really like doing that, having backup spellcasters, because some spells do not actually require you to go far into your magic skills. One such example would be the jump spell. That is always going to be useful. You just need air magic and you will, jump the same distance and everything. So basically what I'm saying is get your backup spellcasters, because you never know what will happen with your primary spellcasters, if you can afford so as well. Because as you can see, I started with, I think, about 120,000, something like that. I think it was a little over 100,000, and I'm basically empty right now, and I still have ways to go. Like, I'm not nearly done with my spell books. Never mind, I haven't even started with the light and dark magic spells, and those spells are even more expensive, so yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. But anyway guys, before we get further into the episode, I wanted to show you something. And what I wanted to show you was how to make three of the most useful potions in this game. Now without further ado, let's go straight into it. Now the basics of alchemy are very simple actually, because alchemy isn't a separate skill in Might and Magic 6, it is in Might and Magic 7 and onwards. And what that means is you can basically mix any kind of potion with any character. He doesn't need to have a skill. And your potions basically have four ranks. You have the normal potions, which are the red, blue and the yellow. You have the second tier potions, which are green, orange and purple, and then you have the third tier, which are the white potions, and the fourth tier, which are the black potions. Now I'm going to be showing you how to make three of the most useful potions in the game, not spells in the game, and they are all white potions, ironically. Maybe I'll get into black potions next episode, but for this episode I have a sort of an intro episode to potion making. Now it doesn't matter which potion you mix into which one. It doesn't matter if you mix a yellow one into a blue one or a blue one into a yellow one. That doesn't have any difference. So let's go ahead. We're going to mix the yellow with the blue one to get a green one, and then a green one with the blue one, and we're going to get a super resistance potion, which adds 20 to all our resistances temporarily. And that is a very, very good thing, because resistance stats are fairly hard to come by. And 20 to all resistances, that is nothing to scoff at, even in the late game, and that is probably going to be the most useful potion in the late game. Now the second potion that I want to show you is mixing a yellow one into a red one to get an orange potion, and then mix the orange with a yellow one, and you're going to get extreme energy, which adds 20 to all your primary statistics. Now that won't have that much of an impact, because we already have very, very high primary statistics, but you know, it's an easy way to buff up your characters even more. And what's even better, you can actually use potions as well as spells, and you'll basically get buffs from two things. And the third one is an orange potion into a green potion. You will get Supreme Protection, which adds 20 to armor class temporarily. And that is basically what I wanted to show you before we get further into the episode. Because I decided that now is a good time for me to actually start using all the potions that I have. I don't know. I know I've been saying like I'm gonna start getting into potions like next episode and stay tuned and everything. And I never actually did, but you know. I need to. I really need to, because you can get a fair amount stronger by doing that, to be honest. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And that is sort of like the basics of alchemy, because, well, like I said, Might and Magic 6 does not have a separate alchemy skill. Granted, the potions are a bit weaker than Might and Magic 7 and 8, but then again, they're not weak at all. You have a lot of different types of white potions and black potions. I think you have about 7 different white potions and 7 different black potions as well. But I think that these 3 potions are probably either among the most useful ones throughout the whole game or the most useful ones in the whole game. So I'm probably going to be using these 3 potions henceforth. So, first things first, let me drink 1 potion with each of my characters. You can stack up different potions onto a single character, but you can't stack a same potion on one of your characters. For example, if you drink 2 Supreme Protection potions, you will only get the benefits of 1. However, if you drink a Supreme Protection potion, an Extreme Energy potion, and a Super Resistance potion, whoo, oh my god, tongue twisting, you'll get bonuses from all of them. And why I drink only the Supreme Protection potions is because we are going to be tackling a dungeon. We are going to be doing a quest. And what we're going to be doing is we are going to be helping the good people of Blackshire free themselves from their werewolf curse. Because each time when there is a full moon in the sky and there is night time, because there's a moon shining, of course, Chrysantheme, moons only come out at night. But every time that happens, all the inhabitants here turn into werewolves. Ah! Scary, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Anyway, so we're going to be getting a quest from one of the people here. Let me just cast my buffing spells first. Whew, I have quite a lot of casting to do since I'm not... I didn't invest into my white magic spell list yet. Let me go. I'm gonna just talk to Maria, get the quest, and that's pretty much it. So, this is actually going to be a fairly easy quest to do, because even though this is a high level area and the dungeon is a fairly high level dungeon as well, I really won't be having too much problems with it because, well, none of the enemies in the dungeon are actually ranged, and the only monster in the dungeon that actually poses threat to me are the greater werewolves, and they pretty much only pose a threat to me because they have the ability to knock my character unconscious. And the reason why I don't like that, well, I already explained it. I must, and I do mean I must, have my characters on the same amount of experience points for some reason. Otherwise, this dungeon is actually, like I said, fairly simple. And this is the greater werewolf. Now, I do want to point out that even though the health bar of the greater werewolf is fairly long, it is not nearly the same amount as the health that the gold dragon had, because that was an absurd amount of health. So yeah, don't be alarmed. It's not too bad. So now I'm probably gonna just keep using fireball, because you will always, pretty much always, you'll encounter a mix of enemies, and you know, the oozes are immune to physical damage, etc, etc, so that makes them annoying little buggers to deal with. So yeah. Other than that, this dungeon is nothing special, to be honest. I don't even think I'll be getting much in terms of loot and everything from that. Oh yeah, I guess they do have cauldrons in here, so I'll get some resistances, but you know, whatever. You're no match for my double fireball wielding skills! Voice crack a bit, I think? Halberd. Can't enchant it though. Unfortunately, useless. Belt of intellect. Might as well. And we just sleep fast. Whoops. Oh, hello. A ring. A lunar ring. Now, ironically, if your characters are asleep, you won't actually suffer the experience penalty for sort of killing the mobs. So yeah, you can kill them while they're asleep. And now I actually lost the potion benefits that I had. That is one bad thing about, you know, using your spell points as soon as you start the dungeon and everything. So yeah, I pretty much wasted my potions right there, unfortunately, but you know, I guess I'm just not used to using potions, because each and every single time I'm playing a game I usually stack up on potions, and I'm like, no man, I'm not gonna use potions, what if I need it for, like, I don't know, something. And then I pretty much kill the final boss and I'm left with probably 2,000 potions in my back pocket. So yeah, I'm not good with, in that regard. Okay, I need to start. Oh! See, this is why I hate this dungeon. I hate this dungeon so much. Power cure. What if I cast Shared Life? Excellent. Now, Shared Life is actually an interesting spell. Wow. 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 And wow. And wow and wow. Now that was a really bad showing. So much for this is going to be a fairly easy dungeon. So this is why I find this dungeon annoying more so than difficult. Because the greater werewolves basically are the only mob that can kill me. And not even because they're strong, but because, you know, my luck is extremely poor. Going guns blazing, man. Or bows blazing, whatever. You know, things got serious when I cast haste and go into turn-based mode. And then I basically become a Gatling bow wielding something. I don't know where I was going with that. So I can sell this one. We're resistant to diseases. Not immune to diseases, only resistant. So I don't think it's that useful of an item. Of an enchantment. Accidentally pressed escape there. Magic resistance. And an empty cauldron. I already drank from that one. So let's go towards the west first. So yeah, this is actually a... I don't know, it's... like I said, it's not really a difficult dungeon. Unless, you know, the greater werewolves get a jump on you. Because they hit fast, you know, they hit often and accurately, and, you know, they do have the ability to knock you out. Other than that, you just have, you know, the swordsman and the slimes and oozes. And I hesitate to call the slimes ranged units, because while they do have spells, they don't really cast them that often. Oh, the champion swords wizards, nice. I really need that, I guess. I'm gonna be recasting my haste because I need to. And this is our first destination. I have no idea what the idea is with ghosts stuck in walls with this game, but you know, here's another one. So let's talk with Mr. Balthazar here. You could chat about werewolves, but what we're really interested is in the Pearl of Purity. And the Pearl of Purity is basically going to be used to purify the altar. We will, however, get another quest from him, which involves getting the Pearl of Putrescence from the leader of the werewolves. And you know what? It's going to be a civil discussion. Like, I'm going to bring my lawyers, he's going to bring his wolf lawyers. We're all going to be sitting across, you know, on different sides of the table, and we're going to have a civil discussion in a nice manner. We're going to be extremely polite, and we're going to try to reach an agreement. Oh, who am I kidding? We're going to kill the fuck out of ourselves. Pardon for the F-bomb, but, you know, you understand how this game works, right? Like, there's no talking with bad guys here. Come on. Okay, so I wanted to wait for the I wanted to wait for the sprites to end because they actually block your line of sight. I don't know actually why I even bother being in turn-based mode for the oozes. So don't really need to. So yeah, Fireball. Very good spell. If you can keep your distance. Which means I'm probably not going to be using them with werewolves that much, or if I will be using them, I will be backtracking the hell back. Because werewolves are a lot faster than the oozes are, so you need to be much more careful about blowing yourself up accidentally. Or on purpose, I mean, if that's the way you want to do it. You can blow yourself up on purpose, why not? And boom. You don't even need to interact with this wall. This is basically where you find the Pearl of Purity. So it's on exactly the opposite side of the dungeon. So we're going to take a break and rest here. My party, each and every single person in my party has a braver man or woman than I. I wouldn't recommend resting in a place infested by werewolves and evil swordsmen and oozes that spit acid into you, but you know, if you think that's a good idea. You know what, I might as well cast Stone Skin as well, and Stone Skin will increase our armor class by a bit. And the last spell that I'm looking for is Haste, of course. And now that I have the Pearl of Purity, we are actually able to complete the quest that Maria gave to us. And we're going to do this right now. Bam. I purified the altar, and as you can see, the door on the far end of this temple opened. So you could actually go back to Blackshire and complete this quest, but we're going to pursue this dungeon deeper. The reason being, we still need to have a civil discussion with the leader of the werewolves. Ooh, howling are we? Now the reason why I'm going to turn-based mode is because I don't know what's going to be waiting for me behind the door. I will take, what should I use? Should I use Fire Blast or should I use Fireball? I think I'm going to be using Fire Blast. Okay. Because I'm worried about Fireball blowing up into my face. I think there's only this one wolfman in here. Other things are just the hanging cages. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah, boring. Oh, there we go. Get ready to get knocked out. Oh, surprisingly, I didn't get knocked out. Okay, good. It's one room down. Let me just quick save. Oh. Well, this is a lovely place, isn't it? I'm so glad I came here. Let me just go and sweep them out real fast. What are you? Poisoned or diseased? Poisoned, actually. And cure poison. Okay, so this got broken.
That's beyond my skill.
And the cloak also got broken. It is a slightly different shade of red. I'm not sure if you notice this, but I've been playing this game for so long, it sort of sticks out to me. I think this is one of the few areas of the game where or not the game, the dungeon, that I can actually loot things from. Roderick, I don't think you can say that on YouTube. Can I rest here? Yeah, I can. Good. So the reason why I rested just now is because if you heard the howling, it signifies that they are making an ambush for me. A quick save because, well, I don't want to be losing progression too often. So there's only normal werewolves and wolfman. I'm not too worried about that because the only thing I can get is get diseased. I wonder what kind of diseases they spread. Chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, extreme hairiness. Is that a disease? Is extreme hairiness a disease? Or is it just an unfortunate turn of events? Off with the syphilis with you, and you can cure your own syphilis. Could at least sell those. It's nice. So yeah, those were the 2 ambushes. Nothing special, but you know, a good thing to know. No, I think if I go forward, that the wall behind me will actually open. Yeah. Okay, great werewolf. Come on. Spell scroll. Stone of Flesh. Oh, I could have used you earlier. So yeah, that howling basically signifies that the area has respawned some, or not respawned, but spawned. That is actually a trigger. When you walk into certain rooms, you will get ambushed when you go back to them. Well, I say ambushed. I can't be ambushed in this game because, you know, I know what's happening. So I was behind door number 1. And behind door number 1 is fun! There we go. What is behind door number 2? Not fun. Let me first clear these. That was easy. Ah, the spell combination. Ooh, hello. Cure disease. Disease is actually very powerful, so you will want to be careful and cleanse that as soon as possible, because it will pretty much decimate the amount of damage that you deal. So yeah, be careful about that. And I also need to be careful about recasting haste each and every single time, because that spell will run out faster than all of my other spells. It is an annoying thing they did with the haste spell, because it basically has no duration. And hopefully I don't get, you know, knocked out. There we go. So far so lucky. Well, apart from the first encounter that I had. Honestly, they don't knock you out that often, or knock you unconscious, however you want to say it, all that often. It's just that I have the worst of luck with these games. I mean, I honestly have the worst luck with these games. Let me just cast one power cure. Whoop! Went straight into a greater werewolf. There we go. Oops. Power and speed. Ooh, precious ring. So I guess you can get lucky and get some good rings off of these, but other than that, it's pretty much nothing in this dungeon that's useful, like you're gonna see right now. Oh, well, I guess there are the Master Swordsmen that have a chance of dropping the Champion Swords, but at this point you're probably, you know, geared up, so don't think we can enchant any of these. Same with these, I think. Yeah, can't enchant any of them. Buckets usually have herbs in them, or herbs, or herbs, or however you want to call them. And that was the teleportation sound just now. Basically, I got teleported way forward.
We can't rest here.
I'm gonna be coming to a fairly, I don't want to say difficult part, but it is an annoying part because, well, as you can see, there's gonna be a lot of werewolves here. Oh, and I just got knocked out. What a surprise. Actually, I'm gonna cast Share Life. Now, what Share Life does is it averages out the hit points of all your characters, but it adds a certain amount to that pool. And since my my paladin is very healthy, that spell is actually very useful. I think there's a bit too many greater werewolves here for my liking. How about now? Wait, I thought you were running away from me already. You just wanted to sneak past me, huh? 6 plus 1. That is pretty much nothing. How much phase do I have? 1 hour, 29 minutes. Okay, so at least for the moment I don't need to worry about recasting my spells. I will need to be careful not to kill anyone while my characters are unconscious. Okay, good, I did that. Now I can basically just sort of pull them from right across the room. So that went better than I expected, actually. However, there is going to be a large number of werewolves still there for us to kill, so... There's one right behind here, and I think there's going to be numerous ones hiding behind the walls. And the problem with this dungeon is that I won't be able to pull them easily. So basically just werewolves, I'm not afraid of those. Wolfman. Let me see if I can pull them. Okay. Managed to pull them nicely. Oh, that was a greater werewolf. Power cure, and then straight into turn-based. Be nice and careful about that. Nice and carefully. So yeah, when I'm in turn-based mode, pay attention to how often my sorcerer will actually get to do a hit. Let me just run to this place. Hopefully I aggro someone. Hello. And it's a normal werewolf. Tactics with Chrysantheme. That is still a greater werewolf. I think the werewolf leader is somewhere in the next room. Well, right now what I want to do is I want to check if I can rest here. No, 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 still no. Okay. So I guess we're just winging it. I could, I guess, clear this room. Can I hit anybody from this? I can! I can hit a werewolf. Oh no. Cure weakness now. I let haste run out. Let me just clear this room out. Oh, I get to cure a disease again. Ay, 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 ay. The reason why I'm clearing this room is because I want to be able to rest somewhere. There we go. This will make things much easier. Bless. And I'll just cast power and speed with you, and then another torchlight, and we're ready to go. So yeah, you can probably see the message that I keep quick saving. That is not because the dungeon is difficult, it's just because I don't want my characters to, you know, fall unconscious and me not noticing. Because we're already pretty much at the end of it. Yeah, that's the werewolf leader. So as you can see, he's basically the same as everybody else here. There we go. And when you... Please, werewolf, please. Come on. I'm trying to have a discussion here with my YouTube audience. Thank you. So when you loot the werewolf leader, you will get the black pearl, the pearl of putrescence, and that's the pearl that you need to take back to, well, the ghost in the wall, Balthazar. Balthazar? Yeah, I think his name was Balthazar. Or maybe it was something else. I don't know, I have the worst memory. I think I can actually use that. Armor class plus 10 amulet. What do you have here? Personality plus 10. You know what? I'm gonna give it to my sorcerer. I don't have an amulet yet, so might as well use it, right?
Oh.
And what's this? A Vanguard belt. Can't enchant it though, so this will go out. So yeah, if you do get lucky with a vampire drop, a werewolf drop, you can actually get some nice amulet and things like that, but you know, I don't usually get anything that useful, so now I'm just gonna clear out the rest of the dungeon. That's pretty much it.
Yes, we got it.
Cure disease. Cure disease. I want to cure disease. Can I cure my disease? No, you can't. It's syphilis. A nice little jingle for your dingle. Whoops! I shouldn't have made that song. Bad karma. Wow. You know what? I'm gonna town portal out. Go to Blackshire. Have a snooze.
See you in the morning.
And then I'm going to return. Oops. I don't know for what reason the this dungeon starts you with your head slamming into the exit door. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna go clear it, but first I'm gonna go finish the Pearl of Putrescence quest.
Hello.
The Pearl of Purity. Boom. There we go. I still have the Pearl of Purity in my inventory, and if I would be a good YouTube Let's Player, which I'm not, I would have probably read the text, and you would probably see that that ghost, the nice little Balthazar, asks us to bring the Pearl of Purity to Wilbur Humphrey in Castle Ironfist. So we are going to do that, and that's the reason why it's still in our inventory, even though we basically used it for all that we need to. So Wilbur is actually the center point for a fair amount of quests in this game. Am I going the right way? Yeah, I'm going the right way. Haste. So yeah, what I'm missing in this game is a spell that would basically protect you from debuffs. And thankfully my Magic 7 has that spell already. It's called Protection from Magic, but Protection from Magic in this game basically just gives you protection from magical damage. You know, and I have no idea what falls under that category, because fire, air, water, earth, poison, mind all fall under different categories than magic, but you know. Fire blast these. And then again, get drunk on barrels. Luck, intellect, luck. I'm not even bothering on who to put points on at this point, because I have a lot of points already. Now I think something broke. It's interesting. Oh, a helm that I didn't even use broke for some reason. Might as well. Have no idea why all the teleportations though. Recast haste, just in case. Oops. Haha! Foiled again. You're an annoying little... I can't say that word. I'm trying not to swear too much because usually I'm a potty mouth and, you know, if I let myself swear then I'll be swearing all the time. Just for emphasis. Oh my god, cure disease. Again, seriously? Yeah, it was good, Roderick. Yeah, that was good as well, Roderick. I hope you guys can hear what Roderick is saying, otherwise it's just, you know, me talking to myself, and that's weird, because, you know, talking to yourself is not healthy. Or I guess talking with yourself is healthy to a degree. Arguing with yourself, that isn't healthy. 3,900 value, that is nice. Cure wounds a bit. So, need to clear the last room. Okay, does that. Oh god. Recast haste, recast wizard eye, because I don't want him to... Yeah. Don't want him to fall behind on experience points. Ugh. Ugly, annoying dungeon. Luckily we're nearing the end. Nothing here. Nothing here. There's a cabinet right there. I guess I can open it. Adds insult to injury, doesn't it? Ooh, this is a nice bow. Yeah, might as well sell it. Okay, who needs the bow? You definitely need the bow. Because I think the rest actually have higher tier bows, yeah. Or crossbows. Good, so that was totally worth it. Good thing I came back. Whoop, not resurrection. Why resurrection? Power cure. And I think the last part is here. And I'm probably going to run into, yeah, slimes, of course. Whew, that's pretty much it for the dungeon. And I can't even open any of these crates. Well, that was useless. There we go, guys. We finished one more dungeon, finished 2 more quests, this time in Blackshire. Finished this one. There we go, 4,000 gold. And we're back to 44,000 gold pieces. Now that is nice. Woo! So yeah, guys, we did a good thing. We liberated the good people of Blackshire from their werewolf curse. Guys, I hope you liked this episode. Like and subscribe if you did. I've been Chrysantheme, and I'll see you here next time. Bye bye!